All right, guys, welcome back to another The Lost Hour podcast where we talk about default and Final Fantasy shenanigans. But of course, seeing as how this is only a default only channel at the moment, at least, we're going to be talking about some topics for today, as you can see on the title of this live stream podcast, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be talking about a couple things. We're going to talk about Transcendence number 7, how things have been for ourselves and everybody else. Edgar's Intersecting Worlds, we'll briefly talk about that, even though there's really not too much to talk about. We'll talk about the upcoming raid tonight, and then one thing that I mentioned in the last podcast was some of the boys in here have started playing JP for anniversary, and I want to get their thoughts on how they think JP has been so far. Now, I do have the camera off because I'm a fatty and I'm eating pizza right now, so bear with me. So, welcome everybody. Welcome, boys. Thanks for coming by. And, we do have founder. We have Cross13. If you guys don't know, he does Historia Crux. Great podcast. Definitely one to go listen to, especially when you got Alpha Note in there. It's definitely worth listening to. We also got Kaiden. Kaiden has been in a couple of my videos before. Just did one earlier today with the Who Should You BT Plus for Gilgamesh and Kefka. We also got Navarre, and we also got our boy Serial, who is the global version of Stimpy. So, welcome, boys.
That was a fantastic intro if I've ever heard one.
That's funny.
Oh my!
I mean, it's true. I mean, when you really look at it, I mean, they both share favorites with each other. So, I mean, the comparison is there. I mean, Serial tends to upload. Actually, no, Serial does upload a good amount of gameplay, just as much as not. I don't know. I guess that would have to be. We'd have to make a poll for that.
Are you trying to say that Serial is just great value Stimpy?
Great value Stimpy. I mean, at this point, you might as well be.
I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing.
It's not a bad thing.
It's definitely not a bad thing.
I'll go ahead and I'll go there since everybody's avoiding the topic.
Stimpy
So are you Stimpy at home Serial? But no. So my thing is Serial, my friend. I've enjoyed a lot of your runs. Now the real question is: are you stealing Stimpy's team comps and placing it as your own? I just have to ask that question.
Hold on.
I tried to come with that.
No, it's okay. Serial, thank you for working with us.
I'll be you next
It is
time.
an extreme pleasure to have you here. But I just want to go ahead and get that out the way because I know a lot of people are going to be like, Serial's here.
It's kind of funny you say that, Kaden, because I remember I was like scrolling through my YouTube feed the other day, and I saw Bazooka Grandpa, and I was just like, oh, Stimpy uploaded a video, and then I saw it was by Serial.
You weren't wrong. It was by Stimpy.
That is kind of weird.
I was like, curious.
Yo, listen. At least if it is somebody else's idea, I've definitely seen Serial definitely say in the description that this isn't the first time somebody that he's seen this. He just wanted to give homage to people who definitely don't get a lot of showcase and who don't get like a lot of spacing. Because there's a lot of small-time content creators who don't get a lot of screen time, and I've seen that Serial, Theologica, a couple of the content creators throughout the default community share other people's thought processes, share other people's combat strategies. Like it's thanks to the bigger names that a lot of the little names get a lot more recognition. So Serial does his due diligence. Now, if you're just going to be that dude who's just angry because he made it first when JP exists, it's like even better. But what do I know?
I mean, look. I mean, if it's going to get to the point where everybody's going to start putting how long the length of the fight was in the title of the video, then I don't know what else to say.
Hey, listen, this ain't GDQ, all right?
Save
that shit for GDQ.
My bad. I'm sorry. Let's not cause bloodshed right off the bat. I just know Alfie.
Right.
If Alfie was here, Alfie would be saying automatically in the chat, "Where's violence?"
I'm about to say I need some Alfie violence up in here.
Okay, we'll be fine. Just don't say the U word.
Oh,
We're
you're
good.
right. You can't say that. No.
Damn it, you just said it.
Cannot say that. No.
No, we haven't said it yet fully.
No,
We haven't said
Not
it
the U
fully.
word.
The U word cannot be said here. We are all
Tread
agreed on.
carefully, gentlemen. Tread carefully.
So understood. Understood is definitely the word that we're talking about. But
Yes, yes.
I don't know if that happens, but I guess we'll go with it. Sure.
Fair
okay.
enough.
So
Anyway,
there was something that was mentioned in chat. Somebody said default drama is always so weird. Honestly, you know what? I agree, because that whole I don't give a damn. That whole Berryton mess was just like came out of nowhere, and like everybody in the community was just like, "Oh hell no! You messing with my boy Syrian? No, be fighting back," and everybody was fighting back.
I
Just
never
like that
never
one-
saw a ratio that hard from the community. That ratio was deep.
yo, I've never seen somebody it's like somebody who's small time puff their chest out so big like a pufferfish before. It was just like,
Pufferfish.
yo, he just came out the woodworks and it's just like you're picking on Cereal of all people. Like Cereal doesn't hurt nobody. Like you could have picked on anybody else. Don't just pick on Cereal, man. Like he doesn't really do anything to people.
Hey, what's going on, BC? How you doing?
Oh, good
What's
to
up,
have,
BC?
good to have Pearl in here.
Let's see. Which podcast app can I find you? I will be adding this to either or both Spotify or Apple, because you're not the only one who's asked that. I will be setting that up very soon. I'll make a community post on that for those who don't want to watch the video portion of it.
Okay.
So, but anyways, boys, Transcendence 7. How did you guys fare? Were you sweaty, or did you guys decide to use a non-Garnet lock team? Because I know I did that in JP.
Team. Oh boy.
Look,
Where started
I
off.
didn't use lock in JP. I went with what was it? Noctis, Firion, and what the hell? Oh, and Leud. That's who I went with, right? But in global, I didn't give a damn. I just brought in lock. I was just like, fuck it.
Same.
Well,
I had things to do. I just sped run the event and I was gone.
I did 2 teams for that event. I did Locke, Lillicet, and Liud, and then I went back and did it with Arden, Lillicet, and Liud, because why not?
No, yeah.
And well, the Arden run was at the end. I got hit with a big HP attack, and Liud took the full front of that. But since his HP pool is so damn big, he didn't feel anything. But I failed the HP wreck, so whatever.
Yo, Lud's a tank. Confirmed.
Confirm?
I mean, with that
Yo.
50k HP, he might as well be.
Yo, it's called a face tank. They get hit in the face all the time.
Oh boy.
Catches it with his face.
Catches
No,
him
no.
with face. He doesn't need no shield.
What about you, Sarah?
He's fine.
I think you did a few runs, didn't you?
No, I did the Transcendence once. I only did it with Garnet and Zidane on the left, and I did Ophidian and Maria on the right, and then I did Garnet and Ophidian on the right of me. I'm not sure whether I want to do it again, but I want to use Garnet on Transcendence 8,
I was
but
just about to.
I don't know
ask
who
you
to use. I don't know.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask if like people who decided to use Garnet, like, would they get her out of 7 just to take her to one of the other Transcendences coming up later on?
I mean, to be
She's
fair,
green,
this
right?
yeah.
Sorry.
To be fair, this Transcendent is very easy to like get done with. So even then, people can just go back easily and just use any other unit and just put them there and then bring out Garnet, because the orb isn't that hard to maintain as long as you have someone that heals.
And the boss is really doing
It's easy, but you feel whatever.
Yeah, they don't really do that much HP attacks. They do a lot of brave attacks.
No, they only have 1 HP attack. If you go into the boss description, it only has 1 HP attack, and it's literally the default HP attack. No brave plus HP attack. It's just an
And
HP
sword.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah, the poison is the annoying thing.
Yeah, that's about it. Which I mean,
Yo,
Yeah, that's really it.
yeah. Like what I would have done myself is, if by chance I didn't bring a healer and I felt confident enough to actually take on the fight like that, I probably would have just brought in. I would have summoned in with Alexander at the end just to cover the the what you call it, the HP requirement.
Yeah.
So,
Or you could just bring an HP call at the end and
Exactly.
just do that. Like Lilith's call, Cecil call, a lot of other people as calls work fine. Hell, even Liud as a call can work.
Lewd.
I don't know how it's said or anything like that. I'll just say it my way. I don't care about pronunciation or anything like that. If you're picky about that, well, my bad. I'm sorry.
Bro, people were on my ass when I was saying Titus wrong. Or I guess according to them, Titus wrong. I was like,
Titus.
my bad. It's like, yeah, because I was saying Titus. I'm like, oh, my bad. I had like 20 comments in that video talking about like, you need to say it right. Like, how do you freaking say it? I Googled that mess and everybody says like differently.
Look, there's too many pronunciations. I'll just say it my way and fuck it all. If you don't like it, well, my bad. Just mute me. That's it.
Just mute.
Oh man,
Just mute me.
Just do that. Like that's got to be just the default button. Just mute them at this point. Let's see. I guess for me, I went with the rude level aura route. I went with.
God.
The rude level.
No, I did use rude on the left gate. I was very, very happy to see that I can finally put him somewhere. But in the main team, I went with Maria, Payne, and Locke just because I just like if I really, really need to get him out or get him back, I can.
Mhm.
But Maria, I really, really found myself having Maria be the real MVP there. Letting them act or ideally just keeping people alive. Maria was really, really able to handle that very, very strong all on her own. On the right gate, I did like full FF2 and just put Leon, Maria, and non-BT Furion just sitting there,
Stimpy
and they
would be
took care
so
of the
proud.
right gate. Look, if I had his BT, I would have definitely put him in the final fight, but I was just like, nah, we'll work with it. And I found myself liking the Maria Payne combo a little bit too much, so I think I have like a go-to staple if I ever really, really want to showcase Maria more. I know who I really can put next to her to really make her shine a lot harder. Maria just, oh my god, man, Maria just does a lot of things. Like,
Maria has been like the MVP.
yeah, for that fight in particular, Maria's able to heal on turn and heal off or on enemy turns too. So if you're struggling with keeping your HP up, Maria is very, very easy to handle
Yeah.
that. But I know a lot of people missed her or skipped her. So
I think she's coming back pretty soon.
I have her in T6, so I'm gonna just keep her.
if I'm not mistaken. So there is that.
Yeah. What about you, Cross? How
Yeah,
did
T6.
T6? I know you went with the null.
Yeah, I did. I mean, the one few people who even bothered. But I don't really have much to say about this tier. Like, again, I talked about this last week.
Uh-huh.
It's just the fact that this tier really isn't that difficult. I'd be surprised if anyone's having a harder time with this stage. But like, my only nitpick about this stage, really, in terms of the players, really, is that I'm actually surprised how so many people just burnt Garnet here. And I know people might free her for later tiers, and I know some people just like to do just get it on and over with. But like, I don't know why you would burn Garnet here when this tier is really like one of the easiest tiers we have. Like, this is almost up there with like tier 3 types of easy, honestly. Because like, if you remember tier 3 was pretty ridiculously easy, and this one's just super easy because the bosses have, mind you, 30% brave game reduction in the middle gate. I don't know what they were thinking when they made that reductions that low. The bosses only have 1 HP attack. They have all these threatening mechanics that you should be looking out for, but these mechanics don't really matter in the grand scheme of things when your boss literally just does 1 HP attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just gave us Locke, who just completely neuters the entire fight, which obviously that makes sense because Locke is the feature character, but still, 30% break game reduction. We're getting all these brave game up units that you really slapped on 30% brave game reduction on this boss.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then first I did Noel, Liud, and then Ursula on the left gate, and then I did Vivi, Maria, and then Vanille, because like, I'm not gonna use Vanille any other tier later on. And then I did the Reckoning with Noel, Liud, and Maria, and then I swapped out Noel. I took Noel out for the future tiers. I'm gonna use him in with Vivi. Okay. Still wasn't a hard fight. The only thing that I changed was a BT unit wasn't in the team.
Yeah, so T7 is not too bad. Like somebody mentioned in the chat, and real quick, DKA Pow, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Enjoy the emotes. Somebody mentioned in the stream that Transcendence 10 is definitely, I wouldn't say is the most difficult one. It just depends on what roster of characters you got. It's just annoying because of that insane 1 mil heal that it has after you reach past 50%.
Well, I mean, we were talking about like on release, that Transcendence was very annoying to a lot of JP players. Like looking at a lot of JP players talk about it, it's because first off, they're going into the fight blind. You don't know anything until you actually get into the fight, and once you actually go into the fight, you actually have to pace yourself. Transcendence 10 is one of those fights where you need to make sure that you have the proper setup going into it, because if you don't, you're going to be on the hurting end if you can't do a mill to counter out the healing, or do above the mill to counteract the healing. I know that there's a lot of people who probably, I think the most common one, or the most common unit that was used was Titus, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I used Titus.
Yeah,
slap the
he
hell out of
is.
him.
So like at that point, it's literally just, it's literally just smashing a car into a tank. It's like you're just constantly throwing everything that you got at it, and it's just like that 1 mil is power. Like it's very, very dangerous, but like with a good FR, you can really just rack it up at that point. And I feel like that's probably the reason why he was really one of those major MVPs. But like there were other ways around it, and with units after the fact, the fight became power prepped to some degree. Like if you can just go in there and one shot it with Arden by yourself, have fun. Like you can go in there with Renault and just ultimate it. I mean, you probably could. Like it would be very, very like you have to do very, very strict timing with like a Gladiolus call or a way to protect yourself to make sure. But like when Renault is BT effect and her FR effect is active, Ultima just wrecked whatever. Like it's going to get shredded.
You can also duo with Gladio and Core.
Yes, we have definitely seen videos of that.
Such a stupid combo.
I love that combo so much. I really do.
It's really dumb what that combo is. And you slap Reno in that team too, it gets even dumber.
And that's also 15 cannon too, so great.
Yeah, Gladio, Reno, and Core has definitely become a favorite team of mine because that team comp is so stupid, but it's so effective.
Yo, thank you, Seppi. If you ever get a chance to watch this, we appreciate you for doing the work. There's a lot of people that said Reno's FR is bad, and it's just like watching.
You mean the people that didn't want to experiment?
Yes, exactly.
Kind of underrated.
Anybody like you come up with reasons to justify not pulling, but like if it's your favorite, and it's like with Seppi has shown that he loves all things Final Fantasy VII related. So that's the reason why I always go to him, because I always expect to learn something new in the Final Fantasy VII crew. I mean, but I've seen people be down bad for Tifa for all the wrong reasons. So it's just kind of sort of.
Excuse me?
Cross is clearly
okay. I sold all her shit. What's up?
Yeah.
Yo,
you mad man?
Save that.
Okay, and I'm still doing content without her.
Oh my god. Guys, keep it on topic, please. Keep it on topic.
Yeah. We'll keep
Historia Crux, is that you?
You got jokes.
Oh, good.
Don't worry. I feel like some of this stuff might get talked about on Tuesday. Like on that Simply Losses podcast, they were trying to out me out. Now I'm about to do the same back.
Oh yeah. You already know that's gonna happen.
Oh right, fair enough. I'm like, all right.
It's all good.
I think a lot of people are trying with global. A lot of people are definitely looking at foresight, and instead of trying to like plan ahead and like study the fight ahead, with sometimes being able to see the future, it is a blessing and a curse. I guess in this case, just some people see it and then they see other people's reactions to it, and it's just like doom posting all over again. Oh my god, the boss steals your turn! What bad boss design at that point? Like it just, guys, relax. It's a fight. Everybody's gonna be able to do it. Just relax.
There'll still be Reddit posts and Facebook posts about people being like, "Oh, this game is BS," or they're gonna throw the whole this is a must pull just to beat this fight. You know that's never been that's never been a thing.
The phrase "most pull" has aged so terribly. Like it actually has.
I don't know, because that core take of core big bad and JP that aged really bad.
No,
Yeah,
The core hot take in general has just aged so badly.
Yo,
Or the
Just,
Cross. BC says, hold up, there's a wrong reason to
No,
be
he
down
was-
bad for
no,
Tifa. Rewind.
All right, hold up. No, he's talking about what Kaden
Run
said.
it back.
no.
No,
Yeah.
I'm picking it up to you as well, because I mean, you're the one that decided to sell all the Tifa stuff. So
I mean, I don't,
madman.
listen, I don't care.
Oh,
I know, banging on my door about how much y'all sent for Tifa. I don't care.
Oh, I was about to say something, but never mind.
Oh nah.
Oh man, I think it just gotta come down to like how you play the game. It's going to be a better time if you're playing the game to the best of your abilities, doing what you can with your roster. Don't limit yourself, but please understand, you get what you need, and don't like if you're missing something important, get it. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot if you don't.
You hear the you know what? I'm not even gonna say it. Anyways, Edgar's IW, easy as shit.
Oh boy.
No,
I have a
no,
lot
wait,
of problems
hold on.
with that.
Can I go first on this one? Can I go
Go,
first?
go
Go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
What were you
go
gonna
ahead.
say?
Copyright claim. 3 of my videos get struck down because of that fucking
Just
background
mute the
thing.
audio.
Yeah. You say just mute the audio, but like I really enjoy the Final Fantasy music, and it's just like I can't. No, Lost. You told me to put it on 20. It's on 20, bro. And I still get those claims. I
Well,
gotta put that shit on.
they
10.
just have a hate crime against you then, I guess. I don't know what to say.
I mean, obviously. Oh man, dude. Walking copyright claim. That's how I feel about it. I'm done.
Anyways, what do you guys think? Edgar IW, easy?
Yes, very easy, especially if you're stomping with Locke and Garnet, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just gonna put a lot of in there. But that's just overkill at this point.
We know one person in my Discord server who was all about that.
No, that's for sure.
So
I
Edgar
think-
IW.
I did two runs.
You know what?
One run I did with
West-
Locke. Oh, never mind. You go ahead, Serial. Go for it.
No, I was saying we know one person who goes so hard for Lock, you just use him anywhere.
Hey, buddy.
She is a massively respected member of the community. We'll always enjoy her. But I did 2 runs. I did one without Lock and one with Lock, and I think that I found myself enjoying the one without Lock a little bit more. But I still have to do like a makeshift orb. The makeshift orb was pretty much just do ideally.
Just bring
You
Ico for him.
definitely have to keep the orb in check, but you have to
Oh
take
my
like
god.
you have to take Brand. You have to take you have to take Brand. You have to take let's see, Orin. And you have to take Hope. So like those are calls that need to be done in order to keep the orb from not punching you in the face. But apparently the fight is so simple that you get punched in the face, win.
Or if you don't have all of that, just use Ico for it.
Use Psycho for
Oh my god, I forget that that's a strategy. All right, that's fair. Go for it,
Just
guys.
use Gladio forehead.
Nah, the fight wasn't too bad. I know, for those who decided to pull on Edgar, they easily made that fight 10 times easier. But Cross, what'd you end up going with?
Noel, Liu, and then Orin. I just swapped Orin out because, like, honestly, in hindsight, this fight would be toxic if only one thing was true, is that the orb was lethal. Because here's the thing: when you give us a fight where the boss has 15 million HP each, 15 million HP, right? And we're in C9 era where everyone's just getting all these explosive EXs and kits and shit, right? You just gave us Locke, you gave us Machina, you gave us Null. All right, that's it. You go. Okay, there you go. And let's just say that the boss literally just tickles you the whole fight. Like no attack the boss has is relatively dangerous. Like, let's be honest, right? The orb goes off. All right, 1 HP attack. Oh, 1 brave attack. Oh, my turns get deleted? Well, time to do more off turns. Like, literally, you could, like, what was it? I think I saw someone do. It was someone who auto plus that whole fight. It was with Core, Orin, and another character. I don't know what it was. And they just did not care about the orb or the fight in general. Because you could just sit there, kill the fight, and just say, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna go get a snack.
You know the thing that does, somewhat concern me, but not too much because this doesn't apply to everybody. But like with Ico out now and seeing a lot of, at least in my comment section, I don't know how the community feels about it, but like I worry that people who are gonna be using Ico so much, like those who decided to use Seta for God knows how long. I feel like they're gonna get used to her mechanic to the point where when orbs do finally, or fights in general, start becoming a little bit more tough, they're gonna be like, oh shit, what do I do?
Yep.
I think
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Like, I think that kind of speaks to, like, if we get like a global first event, then that's where you kind of can't do the whole, oh, I can just watch somebody else's run and just take what they use. Like a lot of people will use what they know that'll work, and I feel like if they know that it works, they're going to use it every single time. It's like pretty much looking at Porum in every single team comp possible, or like looking at how the older units age. Like, you don't see them that much now, but you definitely see them everywhere because at the beginning of their LD showcase and them getting it, they can definitely be used in a lot of fights going forward. But when each stage gets higher HP, and if you don't have the right DPS comps or if you don't have like the right team comps, you can definitely find yourself lacking or being on the receiving end of a very, very harsh punishment. But I think that with more global exclusive content, it's going to make people think outside the box more, or I guess they're going to try to make us think outside the box more, because again, we get very awful reskins of certain fights, and then they'll tell us to launch units, like they'll tell us to launch the enemy when they're not launchable. But not to beat on that dead horse, I just wanted to point this out. They have done some very, very unique global first content situations, and I do appreciate them when they do.
Oh yeah. Like what was it? The new...
Gators.
Yes, Gators, hands down.
That are immune to everything. Every single damn thing in the game, they are immune to it. You have to break Gators something out of that.
So here's the thing with the Gators, right? Is that the Gators actually was the definition of just like locking out so many things that you would have to deal with, right? Because not only were they immune to every debuff in the game, they took down the orb by 2 on your turn. They were launch immune, so you couldn't launch the boss. They actually gave you mechanics that you had to look out for. And even though everyone and their mother used Garnet friend, if you didn't use Garnet, it was actually a very difficult fight. I will say that. That's something isn't that something
we've been longing for though? It's like, yeah, we're in garbage time. Can't we get some like difficult content or something hard? And then we get something hard, and everyone's like, well, we can just use a Garnet friend. Why can't you give us something harder? It's like, well, we wanted harder content and we got harder content. Like, what do you?
Whole contradiction.
I'm surprised that they didn't treat it like Abyss, where you could have used a friend, because I feel like that's when the content.
I was hoping that. I was really hoping for that. Because those fights, like, they would have been hard, but you could just Garnet friend every single fight of Annular Equinox, and the event just didn't really matter.
Pretty much.
In some of them, I'm glad for the friend. In some of them, I'm like, I could do without a friend. It's just that for some of them, I just didn't like that at all, but mainly because I didn't like the boss in general, so that's just personal preference for me. Like the snakes, I don't like the snakes. I have bad memories with that boss rush.
You know, you know the one thing about those Gators that I will never forget?
What?
The damn co-op and how long it takes to complete.
Oh no, the co-op, bro! I just stopped finishing it.
I legit did not farm that co-op just because of how long it was. I just had enough of it. I literally said, nope, I'll just wait for another co-op. It's too long. On top of that, you just burn through their thresholds and then you see them do power, like whatever that thing is, 5 times in a row.
So for all you people out there asking for a longer and harder co-op, Just watch that. Just watch anyone do that co-op. There you go. Have fun.
Honestly,
To be honest, that one's kind of an exception though, because those are the fucking Gators. But
I'm definitely the odd one out here because I definitely didn't mind it because I just let other people like do stuff, right? I was just sitting there, and it only took like what two or three books to fully clear it out.
you were just
So it's
the
like,
Aurora bot.
yeah, sure. You know, we got 3 waves, and I mean, look, if we're getting extensive co-op, I'm going to find every way possible to do the minimal effort.
I respect you for that, and I respect you for that.
Well, all right. So at the release of that whole co-op, I think what kind of threw me for a loop was the fact that if you brought Aiko, who was a featured unit, Aiko being a featured unit, and one of the bosses just outright just eating all of her attacks because of eating only.
One of them was
I was just like, yo, that has to be the biggest middle finger to Aiko right off the bat. No, that wasn't intended, but like that was funny.
You want to know what was
You know, Aiko being eaten? Like, why is her element being eaten by the second wave boss? It's like, all right, we're done here. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Somebody brought up something that I kind of want. I do want this to change, but if you're sharing a Garnet friend, I think we have plenty shared. I would like to have my variety back, please. Because literally, as somebody said in the chat, it's a freaking Garnet photo shoot. Every single time I go down the damn list, and all I see is Garnet.
And not only that, it's the after effect. Let's be honest. After we got Garnet, it's just like everyone wants to throw out Garnet. Everyone wants to do this. Everyone wants to do that.
Yeah.
And while I appreciate the friend units, you know, honestly, I haven't taken a Garnet friend after she came out because it's actually that, you know what, after her cycle ended, because I'm just like, if she's gonna sit here and just clap content so fast, I'm just like, what's the fun in that? Like, I mean, I'll take a lock friend, I'll take I don't care, I'll take a lock friend, I'll take a twins friend, I'll take all those. But if I see a Garnet friend, I'm avoiding it like the plague until Shimmeryu.
Until Shinryu, that's when it's okay to use Garnet. Until Shinryu. Oh man.
Alright. So,
but I definitely think that's okay. No. I'm with that statement. I do like variety, and I think I have
for that.
Friends
any
on my
different
friends
friend
list.
units
I think it's
suggest
variety.
selfie? Hell yeah, Theologica, share selfie. I'll gladly take that. Sheesh.
I am just with Lock or Selfie at this point.
Oh, what's up,
Garnet
Lord?
is overflowed.
Yo, Lord,
I
no
forgot
offense to
to
Garnet. I'm
change
just saying, there's
mine.
too many Garnets in my friend list now.
Yo,
I forgot to update my friend support, so mine's still on Fran.
Yes, no. Yours is
Yo,
fine. Keep that.
There.
Keep
Fran.
that. Keep that. We need you to
Oh.
keep that. That one is actually the most underrated support because friend support is really good.
I got
We
you.
know why you want the friend support, huh?
Look
Oh,
here,
wow.
you bastard.
Shout out to Indolent Lord's Smasher Podcast.
We'll see that later on.
I guess in this case, I'm just like, I definitely have seen people put Garnet everywhere, but let's not forget, like, Aranea was one of those situations of her being everywhere. But when Aranea first showed up, she was everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere.
Now we got Garnet.
Yeah. Next, somebody mentioned just wait till March and then we'll get a Zach photo shoot.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
No, Ramza photo shoot.
Oh, it'll be a Ramza.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
Ramza
the
photo shoot. Trust me.
So, but anyways, though, rate tonight. Who's pulling? I'm pulling. I want.
Nah.
Pablo.
I am 14.
I
I have to.
I
14
wish
count
I
number
could.
1. Ding, go.
Number 2, go.
Go. I'm pulling Papolimo, hands down. I enjoy it. Let's do it.
I had my fun with Papolimo on JP when I played before. Like, gave him an Ultima weapon, blue armor, and everything. So I'm gonna skip this time around. I already had my fun with him.
Understandable.
And pulling for other DPSs means less screen time for Shadow. So
Shadow.
You are faithful to your saga. I respect that.
Hey, it's still going strong.
What about you, so are you polling tonight, or are you just gonna go on to the event?
No, I'm never gonna pull. I mean, like, Papuligo to me looks as works a little bit like Alice, and I if Alice is a blue, so I think I'll go for it. I'll run the here instead. I don't know. What about you guys?
Okay.
Alice fan, I appreciate this. This man has culture. I appreciate it.
I am hurting for my resources, so I will not go with it.
Yeah, for those who don't know, me and a few others shared Founder's video on his very painful pose, and it wasn't pretty. Believe me, that's the like I said in the community post. That's the one thing that I am scared of that I have not encountered yet, and that is having to get to the pity point and not getting either the BT or LD you're trying to chase for, and it's just like, what do you do? Do you continue? Do you stop? Ugh.
Well, now you know your answer after watching me. Because you were in that same VC listening to my plea.
Me? Never. I wasn't there.
You never. Oh, yeah.
I
You
was
clearly hear you
wrestling
listen to
in
my
that.
video.
I think what Founder is trying to say is that he got a very interesting comment in that video, and the comment stated, "Your pain brings me joy. I'm subbing."
Oh,
Like,
all right.
oh wow!
Oh, boy.
And Founder shows the screenshot, and I'm just like,
No,
I
no, no,
really
no.
said
I
that
think
to
the
you?
funny-
Getting people into that. Okay, sure.
I think the funniest
Never
point
thought
on
to
the comments on the video.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I was saying that I think the funniest point in Founder's video was like, oh, I understand how you feel. I spent 200 cheese token on the banner as well, so I understand.
Like, I love it. I appreciate you telling me your pulls, but it doesn't help me lower my pain. Thank you very much.
Yo, Founder, at the end of the day, I want to say I have mad respect for you because you kept pulling, you kept trying, but as a good friend of ours have said, good players get the weapons.
Oh,
You know what? I deserve that. I deserve that. Shout out to BC. I deserve that.
Shout out to BC. He must
Shout
be
out to
learning though.
I mean, when you just think about it this way, it's just being honest.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
being honest.
I respect your
honestly,
honesty. I respect it.
Yo, your honesty hurts and it smells funny. I'm moving
The truth
on. right?
It smells
hurts.
Jeez.
Nonetheless, I respect it.
Oh boy. All right.
Let's see what chat is saying. Got Garnet's BT weapon in a final pull before I reach 500 G target. Oof.
Oof.
That's a slap in the
Yo,
face.
welcome to the club. 480.
I've had that happen once.
480, and it's just like next pull, Garnet BT. It's just like, so what do I do with this? Oh man.
3 tokens.
Oh, and then she shows up 3 more times after that. What do I do with that? Oh my
You're getting
god,
closer
man.
to your tokens.
This is
You're
true.
right. Zach's BT token is going to be ready right off the bat. I just need to go buy it and be done with
There's
it.
really nothing else you could do after you get the BT, or like if you get a dupe of it. It's like you just suck it up, move on, and wait for the next BT to token.
That'd be his luck too. That would definitely be his luck.
Please don't say this to me. I have to pity Barrett.
Pity
Barrett. Yo, Barrett is getting all the screen time in the world. You guys don't see it, but it's because you guys don't want to see
I
it.
was about to say, like, I have not seen anything yet.
No. Barrett gets a lot of screen time with me because at this point you're gonna work for that blue that I gave you.
But he's not good enough for video screen time? Damn.
All right. Since you called me out on that, I'll do one. You're welcome.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll see tonight. When I wake up tomorrow morning and be like, all right, where's that better video at?
I got you.
Okay. By the way, this is a challenge, not a bet. Okay, so I'm finna lose $5
Oh,
again.
yeah, okay. So Lost has learned real quick when he tried to challenge me to a run, and he's just like, I bet you can't do something. I'm like, all right, first things first, don't bet me something.
I forget
You're
what
going
fight
to
it
lose
was,
right
but
off the bat.
I challenged him to use Iroha in the fight, and then of course, and I told him no switch outs, no nothing. And this is before Garnet or anything like that. So this is about 2 months ago maybe. And all of a sudden he's just like, okay, here's the run. I'm like, son of a
Again, I like challenges, but like when you say I challenge you to do something, and there's something on the line. Yo, not only are you talking to my Saiyan pride, but I'm about to get that
was
done
trying to
for
find
you.
out.
Pride.
That's the same pride. I'm done.
Yo, I gotta have something going on. Like I don't have much else, but I got pride. That's all you need to know.
Alright, boys. Now, one of the last things I want to talk about before we get to watch Indolord's lovely, amazing video he uploaded this morning. But, so a few of us here started playing JP for the 5-year anniversary. And I'm curious to know, like, we'll start off with Cross, but I'm curious to know, like, what are your thoughts so far on playing JP? Like, is it hard? Do you find it difficult? Give me some pros and cons on your experience so far in JP.
Honestly, the only thing I could say about JP mainly is just since JP is Shinryu, they're in FR era, they're kind of like well, how many months? I think we're like 3 months into FR.
Yeah.
So it's not really that. Yeah, about 3 months in FR. So it's not really that long. That's JP in FR era. But honestly, like, I think when it comes in terms of the difficulty, when like you're starting, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just easier to get into the game now because it's anniversary and stuff like that. So it's not very as bad as like if you were starting like a month ago or something like that. Because you were starting a month ago, then I would imagine like it'd suck if you start right now compared to it would suck if you start like later as opposed to right now. Because we're in the anniversary, and in anniversary they gave you a lot of free stuff like
That's true.
the level 70 quality of life and stuff like that, etc. The recent like upgrades to characters like Tifa, Renoa, Arden, like it makes this stuff like easier.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely a good time to start JP, I would say, for a lot of people. But it's also a lot of catching up on JP because you got all this content that you have to do, like all the chapters, all the stuff like that. But you get a lot of like free resources if you're doing all that stuff. As for difficulty, that depends on you. I would say that so hard depends on you because getting into like FR timing and stuff like that, it really shows like if you do know how to time like FR stuff, you can really get the max amount of damage out of your FRs.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know how to time FR stuff, which is very easy to mess up considering that FR is all about building up teams, building the gauge, setting it up correctly and stuff like that. Then you're gonna waste more time on the boss itself, and not only that, it's a potential the boss can also kill you.
So, would you say that? Because I stick by this statement because I mean, like, not everybody's gonna do those like I guess like what they would probably see on like YouTube runs. When like they prep up so hard and then they just straight up nuke the enemy like during burst phase. But like if you were one to not do that, like could you say that there is a bit of like planning and some like like a little bit of difficulty here and there just to like either get to that point or even get to the point of beating Shinryu fights?
I will say depending on the FR because like there's FRs where it's like increase your team's bravery, break the enemy, do all this stuff, etc., etc. I think it just solely depends on the FR and the fight that you're using it on, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna mention this because, and this is not to target anyone, but I'm just gonna say this is that if you're gonna pull an FR, at least know how to build around the FR because I don't want to hear on global that you pulled like Reno's FR. And you're encouraged to let the boss take turns, and then you're mad at the fact that his FR is not doing shit for you, and then you say, oh, Reno's FR is garbage. Why did anyone hype this up?
All right, but let's be real. People are going to say that anyway.
Yeah, I know.
To be honest, it's going to happen.
That's just inevitable.
now.
Yeah, so So like my biggest advice I could give to people is that if you're going for an FR, at least learn how to build around the FR because it definitely can make a difference. Hell, even calls help, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have all the like necessary calls that you would need for it. And even then, I think FR has also changed how you play with calls because like an example I'm gonna use is like, let's say like again like if there's like an element FR, right, and there's like a FR that requires you to build elements, right, calls can actually help that. So like with Cam's FR, and I hate the fact that you use Cam's FR as an example. Cam's FR is like ice damage. So like you could bring like Kurasame call, Cater call. What else is another ice call there? So doesn't Celeste enchant ice?
No, not just
Yes, on her call, it should be her LD call.
Her LD call. Yeah.
Calls, that was called.
If it's like Sabin, right? Sabin has like a win and holy condition, right? You could bring win and holy calls to help that. So like you can enchant the party and increase that. Like that's what I like about FR era. It can definitely change how you approach fights and how you play the game itself. Even though, let's be honest, everyone's just gonna look for that one character where you don't have to work. So most people, not everyone, but most people.
Man.
What Cross forgot to tell you is when he started JP, because I was in chat when I was watching him do his pulls, the game literally just shoved everything at him.
Okay, that's not my problem. Good players get the weapon.
Good players get the weapon.
I was gonna say, like, the quality,
weapon.
Yeah. No, the quality of life that they did in JP for Anniversary, making it so much easier for newer players to start off is like it's a real big help.
Yep, because I had started the JP around the same time as Cross, and I was actually able to do Spiritus very early. All I had to do was just build the 3 units that I wanted to build, max out their FRs, and max out everything for them, and I was able to bring them all into Spiritus. And I was actually able to almost complete it. But the threshold at the end fucked me over, so it was kind of eh. But nonetheless, yes, the quality of life itself is very, very good.
Freaking Lord in chat, man. Good players touch grass.
Good players touch grass.
No, not Earth. Relax, man. With Earth, it's a very yeah.
As Dean Ham.
Let's see. Somebody asked, "Won't how to build around the FRB in all these should you pulls?"
I definitely think that's not going to be the case.
I don't think
that's going to be too much work. Putting it out there. That is too much team comps.
At that point, like, you know, to do things like that would have to be just straight up showcases instead of should you pulls.
And honestly, too, and honestly, I don't expect much from people because people still can't read the fact that you know, you need to bring Breaking up to like Machina and stuff, and then they wonder why their character's not doing 1,000,000 damage. So like, again.
Bro, better yet, the best one I've seen so far. Locke doesn't get Genji Glove and Master Scroll. Like, how come I can't do this HP?
Oh yeah, JP Locke is different from the global Locke.
Yeah, Locke's bugged.
Wait, what?
Locke is bugged. Yep.
We got the budget version of Locke.
Yeah, there were a lot of people that was saying that Locke was bugged when it was nobody was equipping his 85 or C85 passive. So like people were using Genji Glove. Or people were using like Master Scroll, but then when they go to press the HP command, it was just Master Scroll, or it was just Genji Glove, or it was one or the other. So people are like, he's not using the big HP command.
I can't use my Nook.
Right. Do you have all of your passives on? You don't have your passives on? Then don't say like. Just go and put your passives on. It's easy. But
you know what they didn't
press
do.
The auto button.
No. You know what they didn't do? They didn't look at the what do you call it? The infographic.
They didn't look that flowchart.
No. They didn't have that. You know what? I'm very surprised that there's no Papalymo flowchart.
Bro, don't need no ideas.
Papalymo
don't need no flowchart.
No, don't do that.
Stop getting Reddit ideas. This is why we have so many flowcharts because of you.
Oh my god.
Bro, sooner or later there's gonna be a flowchart how to open a game.
I'm surprised there hasn't been one already. Bro, how many people get sidetracked?
Do you have LD? It's still one of the funniest things I've seen on the
Do you have LD? Press it. Do you have
This
it? Do you
game-
compress
bro,
it?
people
Do you not
overcomplicate-
get it?
You know what's crazy is that a lot of people overcomplicate this game. These are the same people that die of Queen's Lost Chapter.
Oh no! I see.
I see.
Oh my god!
Like,
Seems
look,
to stop one
like,
of the
look,
cease and
the
desist.
oldest video. It says, "I'm a god." All right, dude, we're moving on.
no, like
Oh my
look,
God.
I can understand. Like, okay, like you may need your flowcharts for like new players, but like, bruh, like it's not hard to figure out.
Again, I think we talked about this from before the stream started, but it's so hard to play Machina. It's like you press one button,
Oh, yeah,
and you
you
gotta press a
press
nut
one button.
button.
It's hard to press one
that
button. What can I say?
You gotta press BT and then the HP command again. It's so hard pressing the HP command.
Yeah,
Like,
you know,
I-
it's so.
every
It's
time I
so.
press this button.
You know what else
I
is
don't want to
hard?
accidentally press brave, man.
You know what else is so hard?
Oh my god, man.
You know what
I got
else
a
is
fat
so
finger,
hard
I
about
swear.
Machina? Pressing the
What?
BT phase after you do the finisher. So hard.
Bro, so hard.
Oh my god, Kaden.
Oh my god, pressing BT finisher is so hard, man.
Yeah.
I accidentally press phase and I just don't know what to do with myself, man. I don't know.
But like, let it be known that there's really people who are struggling in the community to do certain fights. So don't.
Oh yeah,
I don't want this to be like a segment of people like we're beating up on people who struggle with things. Like
We are not.
there are genuinely people who are struggling with fights because they don't have the correct units. So that is a very real reason. You definitely to do your best to help another person in the community. Like we all play this game. It's a
exactly.
team-oriented game. It should be a team-oriented community. But at the exact same time, you see people who are like, I'm struggling, and I have Garnet, I have Yashola, I have Snow all in one team, or I have Garnet, I have Locke, and I still somehow get murdered. Maybe it's again, this is gonna sound a little bit mean, but like taking the time to read what you're doing would help you. Or taking the time to really see what you're doing would help you, because
Or
there's a
analyze
lot
the
of
boss.
people. Or
Maybe it's
just
just a skill
looking
issue.
at the boss details. Looking at the boss details would help you. I've seen people say, "Well, the boss just jumped in front of me and punched me in the face. How many turns did you get beforehand? 7? Well, because I did see
There's your
somebody.
answer.
In Edgar's, I did see somebody in Edgar's Intertwined Will struggling with the fight because they brought a Turnhogger and they were like, "So I have lightning, but they keep jumping in front of me." And it's like, well, it says you can't act with the exact same unit 5 times. Like, how many times are you how many times are you acting with lightning? And it's like, oh, I'm just acting with lightning. And it's just like, yeah, no, you can't do that. You have to play by some rules, because if they jump in front of you, they're gonna hit you in the face. Like, don't be surprised when something hits you in the face and you go surprise Pikachu face. Don't do that. Like,
Bro, look,
yeah.
I talk about this with what's it called? Like Kaden, a lot of times that I love bosses in global when they turn warp, because it's like a check. So like when we got the Lamia Queen, right? And people were just like, wait, the boss turn warped? Wait, it cleansed? I don't know what's going on. And then they get smacked, and then it's just like a thing where it's like, are you paying attention to what the boss is doing? Are you paying attention to how ham you're going? Because again, people go all like full on like brain stop when a boss turn warps or they cleanse, because they're just like, my damage loss.
Well,
My-
I mean,
My Kurasame. Oh wait, I'm sorry, Kurasame.
Kurasame.
oh god.
No, you gotta
But
say
the-
the right term.
No, but at the end of the day, though, like I just to throw this in there for people who are like might be getting triggered somewhere. Like, we might meme about this, but at the end of the day, we do still help out player. Like, each one of us do take the time to actually try to help out a player or any newer player in trying to help beat whatever fighters are having difficulty. Because I mean, like, look, most of us are vets, so we've been playing either from day one or close to it. So like, we pretty much know like how everything goes. But like, for anybody else who drops in all of a sudden, like, let's say during this time right now for your anniversary, it's just like, oh, what do I gotta do? So, and things will only get tougher, of course, because not in a couple months we'll jump into FR, and it's like, oh shit, like, what the hell?
FR area is an entirely different beast. It's not so much the FRs that's issues, it's just getting the resources to do it. And don't get me wrong, JP has been notoriously known for getting like the rough start of it, where Global gets like the better start of it to some degree. And I'm like when I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the Ultima course that they gave Global right off the bat. My God, they're just handing them out like candy. Here, please have this.
Yeah, they really were.
They're handing out BT books like left and right, whatever, for just whatever reason. Here, take this BT book. Like where a lot of people are struggling in JP, we kind of have different look at it, and I really think of JP and Global as two different games when it comes down to like how the devs approach certain situations. It overall combat system, the game is still the same, but like the quality of lives are definitely different in both games to some degree. And on top of that, with how they reward the players in both games are differently. I'm just looking at it from that standpoint.
So, but no, that's why like a lot of the CCs as well on YouTube, you know, they have Discord servers just to also, you know, not only interact with viewers but also to help out those who are struggling. And of course, there are different social media outlets that can that you could probably find like some groups to give you some help as well. But at the end of the day, you know, as much as a lot of us tend to meme on like, you know, like this or that or anything like that, like, you know, we have our moments where we take things seriously and we actually, you know, do what we gotta do or help out those who actually need some help. But now, if you wanna, you know, be a smart ass and not take the help, that's all on you.
Oh no, that's a different story. If you're one of those people, you know what's gonna happen to you.
You know who you are.
No, I'm good. No comment.
But like, yeah, no, like what Law said, right? It's like one of those things where it's like, if you're struggling with something, even if you have the units for it, if you're a new player, I could definitely like say it's probably something that you're doing with your player or something, because like one small change in someone's play or like during a fight can definitely make a difference compared to like, you know, just outright just, you know, saying like, oh, I can't do this fight is too difficult for me, but I have the necessary units. It's probably something that you're doing in the fight that you're probably messing up on, which is someone
mechanic that you like have not looked at or you overlooked it. A little bit of knowledge goes a long way as well.
This is true.
You can take Divine Ifrit as one of those prime examples.
Yeah.
I've seen people bring very, very high DPS, go like nuke the boss from jump, and then they wonder why Ifrit is jumping in front of them, breaking them, and using HP commands left and right, and he's just repeatedly using Divine Hellfire. Yeah, but it's just like,
well, you did jump through 3 thresholds.
Yes. Like there's thresholds in this game for a reason. You have to push your advances. You have to time your advances carefully in some situations. And I can definitely tell you, if you guys think that that's tough, or if there are new players who think that's tough, it does get a little bit weirder later on down the line, where you actually need to either cancel out an enemy's FR gauge in order for you to hit them, or just
kill them before they get a turn.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be one or the other, because I have seen people interact with FR gauges, but there are some FR gauges that are like, this enemy cannot die until this FR gauge goes away, or you cancel out their FR gauge.
Yeah. Like, or they take no damage.
Yeah, straight up.
Like zeros,
like, what
all
am I doing
around.
wrong, Forehead?
What am I doing wrong?
They turn warp on you.
Or they turn warp you, cleanse and turn.
You can say whatever you want, but like the jet fight, or like the actual like jet fight, the one where you do the final Aeon, that guy just straight up wrecks your face.
Oh, he
right
gives you really a check. He gives you a vibe check.
God.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, he ejects you out the fight.
Oh my god. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Listen, it was set up from the beginning. No one should
shut up. You could have just not taken it and made it a lot easier.
The crazy part is the quickest way to counter Ico is just Petrifier.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know, I've yet to see a video on that. I want to see a video on that. Somebody make a video of that. I want to see that.
Ico being petrified and not raging people? Totally.
Like no. She's laying on the ground, like trying to activate her skill, but she's just laying there petrified.
I'll go to the Medusa heads after this.
Oh no! Just don't get broken. Good players don't get broken.
Good players don't get broken. Good
Oh,
players
The whole
don't
point is to get broken.
Oh man. Um,
So I got a little
Next
bit of a
one.
question. So
What's up?
one more thing.
What's
So
up?
there's a little question for all of you, right? How do you, knowing that we had Abyss, Equinox, and Crevasse, right? All three basically challenging stages that made you have to use your brain, obviously, right?
Damn it.
And then we get these two fights.
Yeah, we get those 3 roster check hells, and then we get these 2 fights.
Yeah,
Look at them.
I want to know how all of you felt about that, because like going from that, and I went to play T7, right? When I played T7 and I did that fight, I literally said to myself, "Wait, I forgot we were in garbage time."
oh my
I forgot
god!
fights are easy.
Well,
Okay,
if they
well-
weren't easy, cough, cough.
I think that whenever I look at the Crevasse, like Crevasse especially, was definitely a place of where I was very happy with how they were doing things, because it was. I know that a lot of people say they just get lazy, but for me, I enjoyed being able to really build around the units that I had planned,
Yeah.
and it really was able to, like, I was able to cater my teams to what I knew that would work. So there is that. Some of the orbs are kind of, sort of, bring Garnet or else. Not really like or else, but like, hitting 500k, it's like either you take twins or you have to do something else along the line. But it's like, all right, I see where this can kind of sort of go into play. I definitely appreciate the whole you're letting us do our own thing and customize. Now, I think for future references, start off with the higher fights first, so that way you can put the restrictions in there. So that way, when you get to the lower fights, you can just put whatever in there. Just do 3 great swords. They don't even need to be leveled all the way through. Just have one of them be extremely overpowered. There you go. Have fun. I definitely think that the Crevasse and the Abyss were fun, but like the Equinox, like I enjoyed the first Equinox because there wasn't Garnet at that time. Now that there is Garnet, it's just easy. Just slaughter in, just switch out somebody, and it's just done. Again,
brain dead with friends allowed.
like some of the orbs are very, very strict. In some of the fights, I believe one of the fights was the Medusa heads again, and I've seen a couple of people struggle with that one, because that one was either do self-harm or fire. It was doing self-harm and something else for the orb for that. So I just brought VV. I'm just like, VV, instantaneously, just stick him in, be done. I'm like, the Snakes was rough because it says you have to keep 4 debuffs on them, but at the exact same time they get better, like they get stat weights exactly at 4 debuffs and up. So it's kind of like, all right, the shed mechanic was not bad, but it was definitely bad if you couldn't do force breaks or had breaks.
Yeah.
So I like that the lower difficulty fights were actually a little bit more tough, but then it's like as soon as you get to the gator, it's like if you have Garnet in your team, you're set. Like if you can no turn them, even better, because the orb in there dropping down by 2, that sucked, but it was like Garnet fixed that. Like,
you know what that was? You know what that situation is, Caden? That situation is basically the FMV where Garnet and Aiko summoned Alexander to defeat Bahamut. Yeah, the Gators is the Bahamut, and the Alexander is just Garnet.
Fair enough. I like that comparison.
I mean, she does have Alexander behind her, so I'm just saying.
Very canon.
We
Very
need someone to do that. Like just Photoshop the Gators as Bahamut, right?
No.
And then Garnet and Aiko are just the players, and they just summon a giant Garnet with the BT.
You want to know what made
Garnet is the Alexander? I can't. All right, man, we're done.
The thing that pissed me off out of all of this was that all of you know about Garnet's showcase video, right?
Oh boy, yeah.
That we saw. It's showing her, right? Where's the Bahamut? Where? There was a Bahamut in there. There was a Bahamut in that damn showcase, and I thought we were going to fight a Bahamut. I was actually looking forward to that.
yo, you're about to fight one tonight. Relax. It's gonna be one there tonight.
With a mannequin too on top of that.
Yeah, you know what you could do? You could have your FF9 role play.
Oh my god, bro. Anyway.
Oh no, giant Garnet.
What were you gonna say, Navarre?
I was just gonna say to answer Cross's question. I liked all three events. Equinox made me appreciate a Garnet friend in all the wrong ways. So I didn't really enjoy Equinox as much as the other events, but the other two events were cool. I liked Crevasse the most personally.
Yeah.
I thought the point system was really cool, and I hope the devs continue to elaborate on that and expand on it further. 'Cause I'm looking forward to that.
I really hope they add the reset feature or whatnot, because I really want to be able to just reset my team without having to go into it another way.
And I also hope they do not allow friend units for if they ever bring Equinox back.
I mean, wait.
It's probably gonna happen. But
That was the
No,
beta,
you know,
right?
Beham. Yeah, that was the beta. Yeah.
Crevasse was beta.
Okay.
Beta!
Listen.
Oh no.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it. Get
Listen. It'd be crazy. Like, think about this, right? So, listen, you know what's the best way to counter a Garnet friend? Just slap Nine's boss on it and just make it exactly that boss where if you hit it with an element it's not weak to, it just slaps you and kills you.
No.
I think she actually sold that LC though. If I
I wouldn't doubt
remember.
it.
I think she
Nino
did. Someone
did say
actually went back and
on a
did it.
ranting hour some weeks ago. He said that she's gone back and soloed every Lufinia to date. So,
Damn, cleaning old content? Yeah, so worth it.
Oh my!
hey man, look,
The legends are born.
The newer players are like, hell
broken
yeah.
character at the moment.
Yeah, I wanna flex my Garnet solo on, I don't know, Bahamut Chaos and say she's busted. You know.
Bahamut Chaos.
Yo,
Chaos
I could
Fight?
easily 100% solo that Cosmos that was giving me issues
yo,
way
y'all
back
ever-
in the day.
Y'all ever just like get lightning and just go in a stage that's like mad crept and then say she's broken? Because I definitely do.
Sorry, Theologic, if you're still in the
Yo, Theologica.
Hope her FR is good, bro. Hope her FR is
You know
good.
you know what I like to do? I like to go back to that one Cosmos that was giving me trouble and use Zonde C90. You know, that's
Use
great.
Zonde
Oh my god.
that's prime.
Yo, 3 more right
He's
now.
good, bro. He's good.
You heard it here first. He's good.
You know, actually,
Yo, founder said that. I didn't say that. I'm not defending shit.
Okay,
Founders
okay,
said
but
that.
YouTube.com/founder.
There are things called sarcasm.
Okay, but like, even
Read between the lines, people. Read between the lines.
let's say you take Zonde C90 back there, right? Do you think he'll cap on his S2?
Of course not. But anyway,
He's like, that's not the point.
that's not the
Oh,
point
man.
here. He's usable. No, wait.
you know,
He's
nah.
He's
Hilarious, bro.
Oh nah. Listen.
Yo, Alfie's about to explode in chat right now.
I
Yo,
know,
we
yeah,
definitely got.
If I hear that, if I hear that,
definitely gotta have
I'm
that
gonna
one.
hit it.
Large video stat.
There's a lot of people
we
that
all
I want
know-
to get in here.
You know,
Yo.
there's this thing
That's for another
where
time.
Yeah.
you see, there's this thing where unfortunately we live in a Garnet, post-Garnet.
Lord.
Garnet Utopia.
Yeah, we live in a Garnet utopia, right? So you know what's gonna suck ass is that we're gonna get all these characters, right, that are underrated, or people claim to be underrated, right, or forgotten, and all you're just gonna see is, oh, this character's so good. Why does people hype them up? This is their team comp. That one character, Garnet, and then they slap some random third in there. Probably Zonde.
Probably Sunday.
Yo, I think it's going to be absolutely hilarious because every unit going forward is going to be in the Shinji pull section of the video. Shinji pull for this character? Well, if you have Garnet, if you have Garnet,
Yo.
you really need this unit?
Yo, Kai, we did real well. We did really good then on the video we did earlier there because we didn't mention that.
Yo, if you have Garnet,
If you have Garnet, you don't need these BT characters for the next 20
I'm
minutes.
ready.
If your
I'm ready
sentence start
to
off
see-
with the words of should you have if you have Garnet, if your sentence start with Garnet in it, just don't say the sentence.
No, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the title to Who Should You BT Plus to Who Should You BT Plus. But if you have a Garnet, don't worry about it.
All right, man, that's what
I want to go back to the chat real quick and answer what Sax King said. He said, "Watch Zonda get a BT and make all of you mad." So I just want to say, I wouldn't care. It's a free upgrade. Like I have them built. Anyone who has them built would just get a free upgrade.
Yeah, my
Now,
teammate
are we
is
gonna
built.
use? Now, if we're gonna use them, is a different story.
like I wouldn't be mad.
I always like a free upgrade. Everyone knows Palom's C90 in the future is dog water, so I'm getting a free upgrade. I have them blue. I'm not complaining. It's just I don't know how much I'll use them.
Oh boy. Well, one thing
Garnet's
that I
just cursed, bro.
what is
Garnet is just cursed, bro. Like after she came out,
bro?
people want to pair all these units.
Bro, if
and-
she didn't even get a BT, nobody would be talking about her.
Yeah, and nobody would have cared, bro. I bet all of you wouldn't even fucking care if she didn't give anything. That's that
Honestly,
Buster providing.
But
All she did was enable all your fucking Machina runs to make them go faster.
All right. So let's stick to topic though. let's make sure that we stick to topic.
What's the topic? That is the topic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are we even talking about?
Like Cross has been known to derail. So.
hey,
Yes,
why would you-
that's a fact. I back you up 300%,
Oh
Caden.
my god.
300%. Cross
Yo,
13, more like derail 13.
Cross, as your co-host, I have every right to say this.
At least you have the right to say it.
Oh,
Now, I know that we were talking about it from before, and we were definitely answering a question about like actual like characters and how they should be showcased in FRs, because we jumped like real bad. Like we jumped fairly hard, like fairly long, but we did answer a couple of questions.
yeah.
But I definitely think the next one should be about I think the video that you wanted to talk about, and that was in the Lawrence video.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
we okay. So I did get permission from from Lord to
And
watch.
down bad.
Yeah. To watch his beautifully done video of Smash or Pass all 159 default characters. So let me
No!
let me set it up real quick so that the boys can see. Cause this shit is so funny, bro.
I was crying earlier when I saw that.
So if you guys don't know, hold on, let me get his channel link. Lord makes some very good videos, and this one has to be by far the most funniest and best one that he has done yet. So if you're not subscribed to the man, this is his channel link. Sub to the guy either before or after you watch this video. We're gonna watch it live, and then we'll end off the podcast with this. So Lord, great job on the video, man. That shit was hilarious.
I watched this early in the morning and I was weak.
I'm telling you, bro. I was in tears.
I woke up to the best video ever.
The fact that there's Markiplier in here, there's a copyright claim.
Oh my god.
Copyright claim. So,
No.
so let's go ahead and watch the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and then we'll say our goodbyes. And hopefully you guys can hear it.
Pass. Smash. Pass. 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 Why are you looking at me like that? Smash. Smash. Pass. Pass. Smash. But why?
Weird.
Smash. Pass. 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 Smash. Smash. Pass. 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 Smash. Pass. 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 No, stop! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you? Pass. 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 Pass.
Bait, by the way.
Bait, by the way.
Pass. Pass.
Oh shit!
This is Gilbert Gottfried. I'm coming.
Smash. Pass. Pass. Smash. Smash.
Yes.
Why Gladiola?
Smash. Smash. Will this make me
Mass.
Smash.
Oh.
Yeah, smash. Pass.
I appreciate it.
Pass. 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 Smash. Eyes.
Yeah, my boy.
Yes, my boy.
Double smash. There's nothing here.
Smash.
Smash. Making me question things about myself. Smash. Pass. 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 Smash. Pass.
I know that Garnet pass must have hurt him.
Pass. Pass. Smash. Smash. Pass. Pass.
Yo,
Pass. Weirdly smash.
Weird
Smash.
smash.
Smash. Pass. 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 Pass.
oh my god.
Pass. Smash. Pass. Pass.
The FF9 enemy came out on that one.
Pass. 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 Pass.
Y'all ugly.
Pass.
Yo, ugly.
Fuck. Peace. I don't care. I really don't care. Smash. Oddly enough, pass. 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 Pass.
Oh man.
Pass. Pass. Pass.
Chaos killed my wife and fucked my
Pass. 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 Pass.
This is great. Everything about this says exactly what I am and who I am.
Yes,
as a
the
person. My
RN.
defining trait. It's beautiful.
Pass. 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 Pass.
The views of the game.
Pass. I will not be explaining anything. I will not take any questions. Goodbye.
I will not take any questions. Goodbye.
Yo. When I watched this video, I was in the bathroom and I was just dying laughing.
I was crying, bro.
And my wife was like, "What the fuck are you laughing so hard in the bathroom for?"
I'm sorry, honey. I had that taco
Oh
last
my
night.
god. Holy shit.
Yo, I had that bean burrito last night. I'm sorry.
We all had it, bro.
Mhm.
I cannot, bro. I really can't. Holy shit.
Oh man, but again, shout out to Lord, man. If you're not subscribed to him, please subscribe for potential future
Please.
videos like that. Because seriously, that has to be the best, like, hilarious default
I'm
video I've seen
tearing
so
up right
far.
now. Please
I
subscribe
think
to this
that-
man.
I think that's easily like, I don't know what it'd be in contention with, but if it's not in contention, the best Upper Omnia video created. I would make that argument.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna have to counterclaim that argument because I've seen
course.
RVK's. No, I've seen RVK's Titus VT waiting list.
Oh my god, that
Yo,
looks
no,
good
I
too.
remember that one.
was good comparison. Like they're about like they're 50-50 right now. I get that.
They're about they're 50-50 right now. Those two are really fucking good videos.
I enjoy both of them, but yo, Lard came at RBK's spot from being an absolute meme lord.
Oh,
Yo,
boy.
Lard is just like, let there be violence. I'm about to steal that crown from you, bro. And RBK is just like, I see you. Oh man, that was good. I appreciate that.
RBK and Lard's videos just
Lard,
made-
you really put Jagron as a smash.
Yo, this shows a lot of how fucked up I am. Smash.
Yo, Lord said Caden hates my video because I pass on Kadash.
No. I swear, I would pass on him, but I just use him out of spite at this point. So like, it's there now, dude. Like my hatred is just there now.
Someone did that too before Final Fantasy 14. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. That was funny too.
Oh no, I did see that one.
I think I shared it to you.
Yeah, you did share it to me. I just like how he got to one of the new characters in Endwalker. He's just like
Smash.
smash.
Like he looked at it, he was like,
No, he looked at it, tilted his head, and he squinted, and he's just like, you know what, smash.
No, the one that caught me off guard the most was fucking Edward. He just says smash. But why though? He just says, but why though?
Markiplier, I'm no longer answering any questions, please.
No answer. He's answering any questions, no matter. Goodbye. The speed clip at the end. Oh my god, bro.
That was all it took to send me somewhere.
Bro, bro,
I was
in the chat with Lard, and all I did was I was watching the video, and I immediately pinged his ass, asking what the fuck is that speed clip? Because I just didn't expect it, bro. It just hit me out of nowhere.
Well, I'm happy that I'm happy that we have this video recorded, because if this was just the audio, people are going to be looking at us like, why are they just laughing like
I know,
idiots?
right? Like, who keeps saying smash, pass?
What's this? What's happening here? I'm so confused.
Ideally, I'm very happy that we have
y'all ugly.
Y'all ugly. Bro, the BC clip, y'all ugly.
No, I honestly thought BC joined chat.
I thought too.
He got scared for a second.
Oh my god. Bro, I'm like, DC came at me from beyond the grave. It's just like, y'all ugly, leave chat.
Y'all ugly.
I'm like, oh my god.
Nah,
Oh, man.
that's definitely good about it, people I wouldn't mind having. Like BC, Alfie Note, especially after that one Historia Crux. That shit was fucking hilarious.
That HC episode was something.
That was wild.
No, there's a couple other people I wouldn't mind having, as like special guests and whatnot. But hopefully, maybe we can set that up in the future. We'll see. We'll see how the podcast goes and whatnot. How everything is going
like,
and whatnot.
This is shameless advertisement. Shameless advertisement.
Shame. Shame me all you want. I don't care.
Shame. For shame.
Oh man. All right, come on.
So, but anyways, though, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end off the podcast there, seeing as how we do have content dropping in about 30 minutes on Global. So hopefully you guys enjoy the podcast. Again, shout out to Lord. Make sure to subscribe to him, because why aren't you subscribed?
He deserves it. He deserves it.
He really does.
He deserves all the love.
Exactly.
Shout out to the boy. Shout out to the homie.
So shout out to Lord. Thank you everyone for coming by. Thank you boys for being here for episode number 2 of The Lost Hour. Really appreciate it. And we'll see what new hot takes or memes will pop out for this week. So have a good night, guys. Good luck on the Lufenia Plus fight tonight with the raid, and me and everybody else. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Cause like